Hey everybody, so I made the apple dumplings earlier and I ate one and it was really good, not gonna lie. So right now, I'm setting this to sear and hitting start. I've got 2 tablespoons of butter in here, and this is my 3rd clove of garlic that I'm squeezing in now. I love our garlic press. And for years I've had the little thing that went with it and was able to keep track of it. Yeah, until recently, and I can't find it. I'm going to have to order a replacement because, unlike everybody else, I actually used it. So anyway, I've got 3 cloves of garlic in here with 2 tablespoons of butter. And what I'm making, by the way, is Mediterranean chicken and rice bowls. So anyway, this is our garlic press. You don't have to peel it. It will use it without, and so then you just have to dig the peels out after you do it. The metal it's made of will also keep you from having to having your hands smell like garlic. So there is that. Alright, so I've got my butter and garlic in here, and now I just need to chop up some onions really quickly to put in there with it. So what I've got here, this is our food chopper. If you don't have one of these, Pampered Chef makes the best one out there. You can take it apart, clean it real easy. So that is actually one of the first things anybody wanting Pampered Chef should try, is this food chopper. So I used our veggie wedger and an onion, and I used a red onion because it's what I had. And then with our food chopper, this is one of our cutting mats. It's super easy to store. Unlike a cutting board, it doesn't take up much room. Very flexible. So I'm just going to quickly chop up this onion so I can put it in the quick cooker. My butter and garlic. And you can see this is a lot easier. Okay, done. So just chopped up that whole onion. Haven't cried once. And so now that I can show you, there's a bottom, so if I wanted to, I could do this if I didn't have something handy. But to take ours apart, you twist this off, okay? Then this part lifts right up, and ours opens up here so you can clean it everywhere, and so there's nothing lurking up in there. But anyway, that's our food chopper. So now that I have our wonderful flexible cutting mat, all I have to do to get these onions in there is pick it up like this and do this. Okay, I'm crying a little bit right now, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, not as bad as it would have been. I love a red onion, but wait. Okay. So now, the butter and the garlic, we're going to let that cook. Let me put my mat over here. I think I'm done with it. Okay. So, while this is cooking, we'll let this cook down for 2 or 3 minutes. And the next thing I'm going to add is baby spinach. Now this looks like a lot of baby spinach to add. This is 8 cups right here. This is what the recipe calls for. 8 cups. Now, I don't know if you have ever cooked greens and you know how much they cook down, but trust me, you're going to put that in there and it's going to wilt down, and you're going to be like, wait, where did it all go? So that is this. It's time for Joe to be home, and Sebastian's wandering around lost because he's not here yet. Go lay down. Go on. Go lay down. Okay, so we've got the garlic, onions. That smells really good, guys. Really good. And the butter all going down in here. Now, where's my phone? I'm just checking the recipe. Y'all know who you're dealing with. So, let me see. And okay. So, once we put the spinach in, it doesn't take long at all. It just wants it a little wilted. So, alright. And while that is doing that, now, the good thing about pressure cookers, quick cookers, you can forget to lay out your chicken, and I did. So, I've got frozen chicken, and I've got big, huge chicken breasts because, well, because Joe loves salmon club. It is what it is. Okay, so, in the meantime, while the onions are in here, cooking down, and that looks good, actually. Okay, now we're going to put the, oh Lord, I'm not going to be able to, hang on. Ah! So now, we are going to put in our 8 cups of spinach leaves. Let me lay this over here. Space is at a premium, y'all, especially in this camper. Luckily, I'm throwing these everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere. Sebastian, you're not going to like that. Whatever. He's going to eat it anyway. Oh. Okay. Wow. Like I said, you're going to think that's a lot. But after making this the other night at our meeting, trust me when I tell you it's gonna go away in no time. Okay. So look, it looks like way too much, but trust me, people, trust me. I may not know how to do much, but I can cook and bake. Okay, Sebastian. Sebastian decided he doesn't like spinach, in case anyone was curious. Okay. I'd like to plant some spinach leaves this year when I get a garden. We're going to start looking for houses and whatnot, so I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, now. So, like I said, we're just waiting for the lettuce to wilt a little. So just stir it around in there with the onions. Kelly and I, the other night at the meeting, we were making this, and it was the first time we were trying to read the ingredients and the recipe and do it, and it was funny. Quite funny. Well, Joe's pulling in. So, alright. Now that, okay. Now the spinach has started to wilt a little bit. Sebastian must have heard him. He can't hear anything. He heard him pull in. Go figure. Okay. So, now that the spinach is wilting, this, yeah, it's reduced by at least half. At least half. Maybe less. So, let me just get this in here. I'm just doing this enough so that each of these, and it kind of looks weird with my red onion, but So now that most of the lettuce is wilted, let me get my microwave grips and I will show you what we got here. See, it's reduced by quite a bit. And then, let's see. So the next step is put the chicken, and it's frozen, and Joe's home. He just rolled his eyes at me. He don't like being on videos or pictures or anything. So what I've done is I've put Greek rub. Here it is. I used up the last of mine. I'm going to have to order more. Greek rub all over the chicken. And the good thing about the pressure cooker, he's going to try to steam it without me seeing. How'd that work out for you? It did not, folks. It did not. So anyway, I'm going to take the chicken and that has been sitting there. I'm going to put it on top of the spinach and onions and everything. Then I am going, the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of water, but I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of broth. Now the key to cooking in any pressure cooker is the liquid. So just be mindful of that. Let's see. Now, alright. And because my husband loves Sam's Club, this is a bit trickier than it should be. I'm just going to hit cancel because it's still on sear. And so while I do this. So the goal is to get this rack sitting flush with the bottom of the pan with these honkin' big chicken breasts in here. Let's see if I can finagle it. If you use regular sized chicken breast from like a regular sized store, this is not an issue. Just saying. Alright. Is this on the bottom? Yes. Okay, so the chicken is in there. It's still recording. Oh. I don't know. Alright, so then I am going to use my ceramic pan, and it's a 1.5 cups of rice and a 1.5 cups of broth. And then I just put the silicone cover on it. Ouch. I'll get a kiss.
Don't put your eye.
Okay, so then this sits right down in here on that rack. Okay, and again, hang on. Let me just make sure. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, where's my lid? Where's my? Oh, here's my lid. Okay. So now, what? I need what?
An office.
I need an office. Yeah, tell me. Okay, so, close this. A she shed. You run me out of the house now? Or are you planning on burning it down like Cheryl's? Okay, so I put that in, and then we just put it on the chicken. Really? You're going to turn on the TV so they can't hear me? Really? Ladies, it's a constant struggle. I heard that. Alright, chicken and poultry. So, we are going to turn this to chicken and poultry. And it's supposed to be for 9 minutes, but my chicken was frozen and it's a little thicker. So I'm going to add a couple minutes on there. So, alright. So that is that. In the meantime, I'm going to cut up some cucumber and tomatoes, And I'm going to use our manual food processor to make the sauce that goes with this. So, but anyway, that is the quick cooker portion. And if anybody has any questions, this recipe is in our spring Season's Best cookbook, which will come out March 1st. So make sure you add that to your order then when you place the order, and you'll have this recipe. So, okay, well, this is it, and I will post pictures of it later when it's all done. Thanks, guys. Bye. Say bye, Joe.
Bye, Joe.
Bye, Joe. He's such a dork. Bye.